Cool.
What's going on? This door was locked.
Hey, how are you? I'm Bill. Who are you?
And he said,
I'm the privacy officer. What can I do for
Are you? Well, hey, what's your name?
Do you want me to help you or not?
I do.
I can't stop you, but what can I do for you?
Well, first of all, you can identify yourself and tell me what your name is.
I'm the privacy officer. What can I do for you?
Well, whose privacy are you?
I'm the privacy officer here at the American Lake VA. What can I do for you?
Well, yeah, but I'm not. Like, shouldn't you have to identify yourself?
Yeah, my name is Paul Venkus.
Paul.
What can I do for
Paul.
you?
What you can do is you can take my addendum to my HIPAA complaint. So what happened was I went down to file a police complaint against this dishonest tyrant right here. Yep, that one. And I can't wait. Maybe we'll wonder what your mom would say. Shame on you, dude.
Don't call me names.
Please
don't call me names.
Please don't act like a tyrant.
I'm not doing anything. I'm here
Of course
talking to
you're not.
you.
Well, get out then. I don't want to talk to you. I want
It
to talk
sounds
to her.
like they called us because you were not following what they asked you to do.
What did they ask me
causing
to
a
do?
scene.
What did they ask me to do?
Provide your identification. So
For
they
what?
What are we trying to accomplish?
Sir.
I don't know what to tell you other than it is.
And oh, by the way, stop sighing, you. And oh, by the way, when I went to see the DOJ prosecutor, what do you suppose she said? In this memorandum here, it lists exceptions to the policy that you insist don't exist. You're lying.
I'm not
You
lying.
haven't read this policy. You're a liar.
So let me understand.
Okay,
You
understand
went to-
this. Hold.
So, information.
Get out. I'm talking about private business. Get out.
We'll stand right outside. Is that okay?
That's
Okay.
fine.
Pound sand. Out. You too, whatever your name is, you. Yeah, get your bad look off your face. Out. Tyrant.
Yes.
Hey there, you got room for one more?
Yep. Hopefully this door stays unlocked.
All right. Hi,
How can I help you?
my name's Bill, and I'm here. What's your name?
Jennifer?
Jennifer. I'm here to make a complaint. Let you know this is on for my own protection and my own safety. I'm here to make a HIPAA complaint. How do I do that?
Just a second. Let me ask my supervisor.
And actually, do you have a Chiquita Charles working here?
Yep.
You don't. Did you?
Yeah.
See, that's part of the. So what happened is that I was detained illegally by the police, and they made a records request that was illegal, and so I guess I complained about it to HIPAA, or I filed a complaint. They ignored my complaint. They keep ignoring my complaint. This is the third time I'm down here making a complaint, and this time I wrote it out and have an addendum of how exactly the officer and the privacy officer, or the privacy office, violated HIPAA and my Fourth Amendment right.
Okay.
So is there a supervisor I could speak with?
Yep. I'm trying to message her. I will go back and get her.
I would really
Let her
appreciate
know
it.
that you're here.
I appreciate your cool attitude, Jennifer.
No worries.
A lot of people flip out.
Sir, can I help you?
Hi.
Hi.
Is Chiquita Charles in, please?
Can I ask who you are?
You sure can. My name is Bill.
Uh-huh.
Just to let you know that this is on.
Okay.
Cameras are on here.
You're on government ground. You're not allowed to take pictures and,
I hear
and
you.
videos.
Well, it's in a public area and you are. But okay. Well, that as it may be. Roma, settle down. It's okay. That as it may be, I'm here to file a complaint, a HIPAA complaint. If you take this, please, could I have it?
No, sir. Hold on. Let me.
It's against your office, against one of your workers. You violated my HIPAA privacy. I'm trying to discuss it with the supervisor. You're the supervisor, right?
So hold on just a minute. Let me get the privacy officer over here to get that from you.
What was your name again, ma'am?
Hold on on just a moment, sir.
No, are you required to identify yourself to me, ma'am?
Hold on, sir. I'll identify myself in just a minute.
No, okay. Who was that? I was speaking with Jennifer.
Supervisor.
What was her name, Jennifer?
Supervisor.
Supervisor what?
Supervisor.
Are you not required to identify yourself? Because I'm here on a First Amendment audit, and well, not an audit exactly, but I'm here on my First Amendment to redress my government. And Jennifer, you just walked away from me. I would really like to make a complaint, but you're not facilitating that, and that's really crappy. Hi, how are you?
They got the doors locked on purpose?
I don't know, man. I just hear making a HIPAA complaint, and everybody ran to the back. I couldn't begin it. What was your name?
Steve, I'm the locksmith.
Oh, Steve the locksmith, right on. Hey, I appreciate you coming down, though. I don't know what the deal is.
Well, I got a gentleman out here, and
Yeah, I don't work here,
And
man.
it's okay because I found my dad.
Oh, you did?
He's
Oh.
not here, so. Oh, thank you.
all right. Well,
Hey, Steve, I'd like to make a HIPAA complaint. Who do I do that with?
these guys. I honestly, you know what? I don't know if it'd be these guys or if it'd be the patient advocate over in 81.
Oh, the patient advocates are never any help. They referred me here.
Okay, well, if they referred you here, this is probably the place to
Yeah,
be then.
yeah.
Hi there. What's up, Bobby?
Yeah, right.
What's up?
This is a good dog.
That's weird. Okay, well, so
All right,
there's
well.
something going on. That's weird. Okay.
Cool.
What's going on? This door was locked.
Hey, how are
I
you?
know.
I'm Bill. Who are you?
And he said,
I'm the private shop, so what can I do?
Are
for
you? Well, hey, what's your name?
Do you want me to help you or not?
I do.
I
What-
can't stop you, but what can I do for you?
Well, first of all, you can identify yourself and tell me what your name is.
I'm the private shop, sir. What can I do for you?
Well, whose privacy are you
I'm the
securing?
private shop here at the American Lake VA. What can I do for you?
Well, yeah, but I'm not. Like, shouldn't you have to identify yourself?
Yeah, my name is Paul Venkus.
Paul.
What can
oh,
I do for
Paul.
you?
What you can do is you can take my addendum to my HIPAA complaint. So what happened was, once upon a time, I was falsely detained. The officer misrepresented the facts and circumstances and illegally obtained my information. Of course, I FOIA'd that, and wouldn't you know, it's I think it's you that actually.
Oh, yeah.
I don't answer questions.
But is your name?
I don't answer questions.
Do you have an identification?
I'm not required to identify.
Do you have an If I can't accept, if you don't accept this, I can't take this unless you tell me who you are.
Look at all my friend right here. There's a rights violation.
How are you?
I don't answer questions.
Okay.
He gave
What's
me
your name,
some
badge number?
paperwork.
Lieutenant Kennison, oh, that's a new one.
And
1157.
What's
I
your
told
name,
him
badge
unless he
number?
could identify himself, I can't take it.
Colosi 3154. What's your name, ma'am?
Again,
Again, what's your badge number? What's your badge number?
triple
ma'am?
30.
Triple 30.
Yeah.
So what I'm here to do today is first of all, you guys, I'm glad that you're here because I have to conduct my own investigation because you violated HIPAA laws. I've got the evidence. Where's the complaint, sir?
I put it down because you didn't identify yourself.
I don't have to identify myself to hand it in.
I can't take it.
Whatever.
I can't take it.
Listen, whatever. I'm going to leave it with you one way or another. It's going to stay here today.
You can put it
But
there.
I'll show you my evidence. So you misrepresented the facts, and this office right here, as you can see, let's see. As you can see right here, it was he misrepresented 45 CFR. Said he didn't specify whether I was committing a crime. The paperwork that you sent me, I didn't meet the to be identified. Yeah, you can look at them all you want.
I can let the lieutenant describe what 45 CFR
45
have a
CFR.
45 CFR.
You don't really. Is
We
this,
have a
is this your,
38
is this
CFR.
your signature on here? where it says Kennison over there?
Sure
Where it
is.
says 45 CFR
That is
164.512?
That's the Privacy Act.
Oh,
sir.
is it? And that's what you violated, my friend.
Oh, okay.
That's completely what you violated, is the Privacy Act. So in the complaint, which my friend Paul here refused to take, in the complaint is where it highlights where you broke the law.
Mm-hmm.
You violated HIPAA law.
Okay.
Additionally, provided to me by our good friend Paul over here,
I'm the one who did all the redactions on the.
Got it. Thanks, Paul.
but you see you see, and I know how you did the redactions, and I really, the only thing you redacted on there was everything but my name.
Yeah.
And that's obstruction.
Yeah.
You're obstructing the investigation. You're covering up for the VA. And you know what?
Okay.
I already got the information, and I know
Okay.
it was Chiquita
All right.
Charles. And I've got the because
Okay.
because when it went to the DOJ, for a different matter,
Mm-hmm.
your matter was included. That's against the law, friend. You violated.
What's
my,
against the law?
You
I don't understand what you're saying. What did we
didn't-
violate?
You didn't have any reasonable. You did. There was no crime. There's no there. There's no crime there. There's no reasonable articulable suspicion of a crime, and there's no
And what we're-
probable cause.
I don't know what we're
Sure,
talking about.
no problem. I'll give
After
you the.
clearing from the scene of the incident, I called the Privacy Office to gain Mr. Veteran's information. Chiquita, Charles assisted me in gathering Mr. Veteran's information, and I submitted a biographical information request to the Privacy Office. Charles fulfilled the request. Due to this incident and Mr. Veteran's awareness of the requirement, I believe I have probable cause to charge Mr. Veteran with 38 CFR 1.2 8b6. Failure to comply with signs of a directive and restrictive nature posted for safety purposes. Mr. Veteran was aware of the requirement to mask, but disagreed with needing to wear one. No charges were filed at this time in the interest of patient care and giving Mr. Veteran the opportunity to receive the care he needed. This case should be considered closed in the files of this office, pending additional information that would warrant further
Don't answer
investigation
questions.
and/or
I'm not here to
charges.
debate what happened, what I did.
Okay.
It's already been adjudicated in court.
Not our interaction, because I didn't send you to court for that, right?
Right. But as a result of our information, of your stealing my information through HIPAA and the Privacy Act,
Hold on.
did
You're
you really
saying-
just put on a mask? You really want to hide your face, huh?
No,
So
it's
you're
not
saying
that
that
my
you
face.
didn't violate 38 CFR 6, correct?
I'm not answering questions. What I'm saying is.
So it feels like we can't have a conversation then.
Good. I'm not here to. Good. You're not required here. Only thing, the one that's required is him. Get
I'm
out.
not.
Well, what can we do to help?
Bye.
I need
Bye.
to. I need to verify identification. I'll take the forms that you gave me.
Why,
Otherwise,
why do you have to verify that?
I need. I don't know who you are.
I don't know who you are.
My ID badge is right here.
Well, let's see who you are then. Where's your ID badge?
Right there. You're looking at it with your wonderful camera right there.
So why you got bad attitude? You don't.
Right. You need to produce your identification in order for me to take any document from. I don't know who you are.
So, where does it say that in writing?
Okay, I'm going to leave this conversation. This is not going anywhere. So
Okay.
you have a good
Bye.
day, okay? All right.
See you. No problem. I'll file it with this lady right here.
They won't take your paperwork unless you have an identification.
I'm here to redress my government. Well, you can sit down and do this all day long. You committed a crime. 45 CFR, you violated it.
45 CFR 164 512F2 Permitted Disclosures. Limited information for identification and location purposes. Except for disclosures required by law as permitted by paragraph F1 of this section, a covered entity may disclose protected health information in response to a law enforcement official's request for such information for the purpose of identifying or locating a suspect, fugitive, material witness, or missing person. It is important to note neither Mr. Veteran nor Roma are in any of the aforementioned circumstances. Put simply, this is yet another example of the misapplication and misrepresentation of laws and policies that result in violations against patients at the American Lake VA.
It doesn't matter. You don't have any probable cause.
I did. We just said.
No,
we just assembled
no,
to determine
no.
that you violated the signs
No,
of restricted nature.
no, I didn't. No, I didn't. You didn't charge me
You
with
just
it.
admitted that you were not
No, I
wearing a mask in the
didn't.
facility.
No, I said I don't answer questions. No, that's not what happened.
We were all standing right
Yeah,
here.
yeah, I'm sure you. Listen, I hear you. I understand what you think happened.
Okay.
But what happened here? That's not the debate.
Okay.
The debate right here is you illegally obtained my information through this
After
office.
ascertaining that you violated 38 CFR
What
1.218
crime
Bravo
is
6.
that? What crime is that?
Failure to
No.
conform of signs
No.
of a restrictive nature
That doesn't-
posted for
it-
safety
it
purposes.
doesn't apply.
Which applied to the reason you were not wearing
Facility
them.
doesn't get to make a decision.
They
for
do.
you. No, they do not.
38 CFR 901 says that the facility director can post rules and regulations for the safety of the facility.
Oh, great. I'm glad that you brought that up because I just happen to have that right here, and it doesn't say that.
It does.
Listen, you're lying, dude.
I'm not.
Dude, you want to read it?
Either
you want to
way,
read it? Where it's
you can address your concerns through
I am.
OIG.
I am.
And through
Oh, listen, I love that you said that. I did.
and what happened?
They ignored it.
Sounds like they found no fault either.
No, because they didn't look into it. Because I had to get the
Okay.
evidence from FOIA to FOIA you because
Did
you're
you
a
give
dishonest
OIG
asshole. You're
Please
a
don't call me names. Please don't call me names.
Please don't act
I'm
like a
trying to-
tyrant.
I'm not doing anything. I'm
Of
here
course
talking to
you're not.
you.
Well, get out then. I don't want to talk to you. I
It
want to talk
sounds
to
like
her.
they called us because you were not following what they asked you to do
What did
and
they ask me
causing
to
a
do?
scene.
What did they ask me to
Provide
do?
your identification so
For
they
what?
what are we trying to accomplish?
Sir, I want to help you, but in order to help you, we do have to have your ID.
Why do you have
be
to?
able-
Can you explain to me why you have to have my ID for me to
Because
file a complaint?
you are turning in a complaint,
Mhm.
and we have to have it in order to verify that you're the person who's making the complaint.
Okay.
Otherwise, I don't know who to give this to and who to tell the
Well,
privacy
okay, so-
officer
so-
that was here.
So if you'd like to know, my name is on the top right hand corner
I
of it.
understand that,
Okay. Now hang on.
Okay.
So that my name is identification, right? Additionally, it lists on here. It's an addendum to the HIPAA complaint filed the 14th and the 16th. When I became aware of this issue, they didn't do anything. I went down to file a police complaint against this dishonest tyrant right here. Yep, that one. And I can't wait. Maybe wonder what your mom would say. Shame on you, dude.
For making you follow the rules?
For
I think she
making-
would say I did a good job.
But there's no
'Cause
law.
the
There's no
rules,
law, dude.
We've already
No
established
law.
there is.
No, we
You
have.
cannot.
Really? You want to see the dismissal?
You can
You're
disagree with
lying.
it all you want, but
You're-
the fact is there is a law.
You're lying. What law? Can you say it for me?
38 CFR 1.218 Bravo 6, failure to conform to signs of a restrictive nature for safety purposes. Just because you feel that that's not a rule you should have to listen to does not make it a rule.
Rules I don't have to follow. Laws I have to follow. What law?
I just gave it to you 3
But
times.
it's
We're
not
gonna,
a
this
law.
is called circular
it's not,
arguments.
It's not a law. You're misrepresenting the facts. It's not a law.
I don't know what to tell you other than it is.
And oh, by the way, stop sighing, you. And oh, by the way, when I went to see the DOJ prosecutor, what do you suppose she said? In this memorandum here, it lists exceptions to the policy that you insist don't exist. You're lying.
I'm not
You
lying.
haven't read this policy. You're a liar.
So let me understand.
Okay,
You
understand
went to-
this. Hold.
So I know your name is I know your name is up in the corner, but I've never met you, just like you've never met me. So if you would please, sir, just show me your ID.
Okay, what's my ID gonna do for you?
It's going to verify that when I turn this into the privacy officer, I can say that I saw your ID and that this person is the person who is in the corner.
Yeah, but I don't. I
And
can file a complaint for someone else. I don't have to do it.
But I can't take it without seeing your ID.
Okay.
That's just,
All right. So what if I said I didn't have any ID?
then I couldn't help you, sir. Just like if you were to come in here and you were to request a FOIA, or you were to request an amendment, or you were to request
Just-
release of information.
Get out. I'm talking about private business. Get out.
We'll stand right outside. Is that okay?
That's
Okay.
fine.
Pound sand. Out. You too, whatever your name is, you. Yeah, get your bad look off your face. Out. Tyrant.
Yes, sir. Just like if you were to come in here and you were to request your medical information, I would also ask you for your ID to verify that you are the veteran requesting your ID. Just as with you turning in something, I have to verify that you are that veteran to protect your identity, to protect your health care.
But listen, you're not protecting my identity. You gave away my identity. Like I can show it to you.
Yes,
Well, your
I
office.
did.
I know you didn't.
Yes.
Unless your name is you. Are you Chiquita Charles?
No, sir, I'm
Okay.
not. My name is Tiffany.
Tiffany.
Yes,
All right,
sir.
Tiffany, I'm Bill. So like I can show it to you where they did it. Like it says right here. They reviewed it for not even a minute. Look at the top right-hand corner. I didn't meet, if you read in here, 45 CFR 164.512F2, in fact, the whole section, illustrates how the circumstances where the law enforcement can get my identification. They didn't meet that. Additionally, I've got the policy. It says, or I've got the Notice of Privacy Act practices produced by that other Yahoo, your privacy officer, and it says right here, law enforcement investigating a specific criminal act. There was no specific criminal act listed on here because there's no criminal act. And I mean, so you sit down and you say, I need ID from you. I'm reporting a crime. I've reported a crime 3 times. This is the 3rd time that no one wants to take this seriously. I took it down to DC, the Kennison's boss. I took it down to, I emailed it to the OIG. They don't care. And so now you sit down and you tell me I got to identify myself. Well, what's that going to do for you? Nothing.
So I do apologize, and I understand your frustrations, but I'm bound by the rules and regulations that I've been hired under.
Could you show me these rules and regulations? If it says I have to provide an ID, I'll go out to the car and I'll grab one out.
So if I can print out 1907.03 and give it to you to read.
Yeah, but you see, every time they print out something to read, I find out that it's being misrepresented. For example, they say this policy right in here, the policy that I happen to bring with me, it says that there's no exceptions, but there is. Like if you keep reading and it talks about how to get one. So I mean, anywhere in here, it's misrepresented. Request a reasonable accommodation through pre-existing processes if unable to wear a face mask due to a medical condition. 311 of the policy SOP IP TAC 029. And I mean universal masking standard procedures. Up front it says there is no exception to this policy. That's a lie. So this guy's making up this nonsense law, and so he made up this situation, conducted an investigation. Well, on a different day, they did give me a ticket for not wearing a mask, and I took it to court and I beat it. Okay. So this is a settled issue. Now because they won't investigate, I have to, because they're not investigating themselves. So this office was complicit in giving my ID up illegally, thus violating HIPAA and my 4th Amendment.
Yes, sir, I understand your frustration, but like I said, if you want policy, I can print you out the policy.
Well, okay, so if I show you my ID, then what?
I will take your complaint, and then it will go over to Paul, who was here, the privacy officer. And he'll be the one that will...
But you see, Paul knows very well who I am.
Would you rather it go to our other privacy officer in Seattle?
Of course I would.
Okay.
Of course I would. Because this guy's a clown, man.
Yeah.
I mean, he is. He's an asshole.
Okay.
And I mean, I hate to use language like that,
No,
but for goodness sakes.
I understand. So if you can show me your ID, I can take your amendment.
What ID do you require?
Any government issued ID. It can be your VA ID. It can be your driver's license. It could be your license from McCord. And then I will make sure that your request goes to our privacy officer in Seattle. And his name is Henry Mack.
Henry Mack.
That is a much younger and cuter you.
Well, I would agree with that. So I tell you what. So, would you read this to me? Oh, I got to sign it too. I'll sign it after you read it. Would you read it out loud for me, please?
You want me to read all of it to you?
Yeah. Would you mind?
Okay, no. The HIPAA complaint addendum to HIPAA complaint filed of April the 14th and 16th, 2023 with Sterling Akins.
Could you take off your mask? I just can't hear you.
Okay. It says HIPAA complaint. Reading.
It's a lot of reading, right?
Yes, it's a lot of reading.
You said be detailed, and I was detailed.
Yes, you very detailed.
Well, you see, I got the FOIA request, and so if you look at the FOIA request, he says no charges are being filed at 10 o'clock or at like 9:30 when he's filling this thing out. He's like, yeah, no problem. But then in the afternoon, he's still investigating. Well, what is he investigating?
This is a lot to read out loud.
Look, I know it's a lot to read out loud, but it's a lot of crime going on. And if you don't want to read it out loud, I guess I can understand that. But I would say, for goodness sakes, like, what can I do to get noticed around here? I mean, I've filed this complaint before. I've got cops standing right outside this door waiting to goon me up because I'm filing a complaint. I mean, is that really how it is here?
No, sir. It's not how it is here. Have you asked to talk to the director?
Are you kidding me? I tell you what, if I asked to talk to the director, why don't you look at this? I put it on YouTube. Mr. Veteran in Rome is a YouTube channel. Scan this. Get your phone out and scan this. You'll see the incident on
YouTube?
Yeah.
I don't have we're not allowed to have our phones up front, so.
Well, I'd be willing to give it to you if you wanted. I mean, they're tyrants, and they're taking advantage of the Constitution, and they're using your office to do it. I mean, you can hear those tyrants in the background waiting for me outside. Would you ask them to leave? Who called them? How'd they get here?
They're always
Did someone from your office call them?
No, sir, not that I know of.
I mean, look at this piece of paper. How long did this woman review my documents? Like, look at the top right-hand corner. She received and reviewed it at 2:12 and was approved and handed it out at 2:12. She didn't even look at it. She didn't even decide whether she was in compliance with the regulation or not, which just happens to be, written on the form there. I mean, not only that, there's the policy that, the privacy officer, whatever his name is, the jackass, it says right here, I highlighted it for you. So you see where it says investigating a specific act? There's protections afforded patients. So just because the police say they're entitled to, it doesn't mean they are. And it's not okay. They went into my doctor's office and solicited a charge. I know, right? And I come down here and all I get is just, this is the third trip down here. So third complaint. I emailed one in, like it says on the front page of that thing. I went to the police station and reported a HIPAA violation. The guy said he'd call me. He didn't call me. I'm down here with 11 pages of just with one guy pointed out how exactly it happened, and now I got 3 goons waiting outside for me to rough me up on the way home. Not only that, the Disruptive Behavior Committee, some unknown entity, some kangaroo court, sent me a letter saying I was being disruptive. Well, disruptive doing what? I mean, I didn't do anything. There's no crime. There's no there. Just because this guy says there's a crime, and it's written so poorly and so broadly, doesn't mean that there is.
Yes, sir.
Like it says on the form. I just flipped it off. It says right on the form, specific act. What specific law enforcement request specify? Requesting biographic information on a veteran who refused to wear a mask at the lab clinic this morning, 4/19/2022. The lab staff have contact information. That's not a crime.
No, I mean,
it says right here. Oh, wait. We may disclose your health information without your authorization to law enforcement agencies for law enforcement purposes when applicable legal requirements are met. Those include disclosing your information for investigating a specific criminal act. There is no specific criminal act. The only thing that they list on here is 160 CFR 45 CFR 164.512 F2, but I don't meet the requirements of that. And of course I highlighted in the complaint. And that's just this. This was included the reason why this matters so much, this was included in a different matter. So it's like you can investigate. Well, wait till you do commit a crime, or we think you do, and we'll charge you with one. Now we'll get all this other evidence that we gained illegally, and we'll give it to the prosecutor. And that's exactly what they did. You want to see it? It's right here. You see where it says Department of Justice?
Mm-hmm.
They were going to put me in federal prison.
Wow.
I mean,
we are deeply concerned about the unjust situation that our friend Kevin, also known as the Angry Vet, has found himself in. He has been wrongfully arrested and falsely accused by the Department of Veterans Affairs Police. We have unwavering faith in his innocence, but Kevin is burdened with the financial responsibility of defending himself in court against these baseless charges. We kindly request your support during this challenging time. Your contribution will go a long way in helping Kevin secure the legal defense he rightfully deserves. Please scan the QR code provided in the links and donate what you can to assist in covering his legal expenses. Your generosity will make a significant difference in Kevin's fight for our constitutional rights and justice. Thank you for standing with us and helping a dedicated veteran in need.